So like you're saying like, for example, if I had an ex-girlfriend and she hollered at my friend, how would I feel about that? Like, I mean, do you know what? Like, if I'm going to be honest, yeah, if she's my ex, then I think it depends on how deep me and her were or how far along we was, because like it's a sticky situation. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't, obviously if my ex, me and her like got into it, and we shared like at least a few months into it, then it's gonna feel like if she's holding like my boy, it's gonna make mad alarm bells fly in your head because you're thinking, rah, there's bare man out here or there's bare gal out here. What would make you feel the need to holler at my ex thing? It's a bit mad, isn't it? Because I can tell you from now, if I had a girl for like 6 months to a year, and then my friend fired her a message in DM saying, "Yo, like, what's good? Like, you still seeing my guy?" She's like, "No, I'm single, you know, mate. We ain't doing that no more." And he's like, "Oh, so what? Like, can we meet up?" For me, that's a bit mad because you know what? If my boy from day one or just a guy I know hollered at my ex thing, and she's with the shit, I'm gonna be thinking them not been talking, or them two been fucking. That's what I'm gonna think. Like whoever, because I don't even need the details of who hollered at who. If a man's gonna holler at my ex, and she's on it, or she's hollering at him and he's on it, I'm gonna think them two been talking, and the whole time I was dating her, it wasn't even that, and she was just like she had him in the background, and she's thinking, yeah, like when like this thing fizzles out, I'm gonna holler at you. For me, there's just too many people in the world to be hollering at a friend's ex, your friend's ex, even if you're not close with the friend. I don't feel like you need to go there because I don't care if she looks if she's a baddie 10 out of 10. I just don't feel like you need to go there, especially if you're a good looking guy and you got other girls in your line, or like like you can go online or you go out to a bar and girls are coming up to you. I just don't get it. Now don't get me wrong though. On the bigger man thing, I know that men are natural sexual opportunists, innit? I know that men naturally, if they see a woman who's decent, it's just like an impulse to just say, yeah, I'd smash. I get it, but I just feel like there's certain waters that you don't tread in, especially if your gal or your man got history with the ex, because then it's gonna create too much weird. It's gonna create a weird situation. Like imagine you, your dog, or you, your gal, and your friend all chilling in the spot. That would be mad. Still, that'd be bare awkward. Like if all you three are just chilling together and you're thinking, yeah, so like I was the guy before and he's the guy now. Like there's just too much people for that. There's too many people. There's billions of people in the world for you to convince me that was it. Like her or him, that was it. Like I needed to go there. It's not that deep. Like I said, for me, I've been thinking this guy been scheming. This girl been plotting to move up in there and start dealing with that. Now, do you know what I mean? Because boy, to each their own. There are some people out there who might be like, I don't mind, or there are some people that might be like, there's a certain duration of time that should pass before you be hollering, or a certain duration that you might have been dating for you to feel like, can I do that now? So if I was seeing a girl for 2-3 months and then it weren't nothing, and then a couple months later my boy hollered at her, I'll say, boy, go tune it, she's all yours. Then that's a bit different. But if I've got a long standing relationship that was like a year, me and her have got a bond or connection, we had to be dating a year. So then if after that, a month or two later, my boy's like, yo, like, are you still seeing that thing? And I'm like, nah. Like, he's like, what, can I go through? I'm like, yeah, you can, but it's just a bit mad, in it. More so for a guy, I think, because more time guys just trying to fuck. I won't even look at him and deep it like he's trying to move in on my thing. I just think, like, boy, if you're not seeing it no more, let me do my thing. I get it. But I still feel like there's just too many people out there to be going after your ex's girl, because as I said, especially because let's say you and the partner, you and the girl, you and the guy get serious, and then you become something, and then you might even have a kid together. That could all just be a bit mad, because in the back of my mind, I'm gonna be thinking, you lot been talking, like that. So can you do it? Yeah, I think if you're gonna do it to a girl or a guy, pull them aside and be like, listen, I find your ex attractive. Like I feel like if I want to get talking to her, or talking to her, maybe it can be something, and they're cool with it, then roll through. But at least have the discussion initially to let them know, do you mind? Out of respect, especially if they're your friend, I feel like you need to be at least letting them know that you might go over there, because ain't nothing worse than you doing it on like some hush thing, and then you're out like in Westfields or something, and then you're walking, and then you're seeing like your friend and your ex together, you're thinking, right, like when did that happen? Like, have they been a thing? Do you know what I mean? Like all them things can just create a mad dynamic to your head. So yeah, if you're gonna be doing that, then I feel like at least put a disclaimer out there, or at least let someone know that I'm trying to get at them like now. Do you mind? Because if not, for me, that's some slime ball thing. If you're gonna try and creep behind your friend's back and do it because you know they're gonna react or feel away, then yeah, fuck that, man. Like, you're for the streets, innit? Both of you are for the streets. Like, I'm not gonna be in my feelings because if it's over, it's over. I don't care. But if you're gonna be just doing that behind my back, that means you know I'm gonna feel away. So for me, at least pull me aside, like as a real one, and let me know, like, you know what I mean? That's what it is right now. I want to see them. What do you feel about it? Cool, I'll speak to you. And if I'm not cool about it, I would expect you to just fall back and let it be. But yeah, man, I just feel like there's just too many girls and guys in the world to be going after your friend's ex. I don't care how attractive they are or whatever. Like there's just certain unspoken things out there, innit? There's just certain bro codes and gal codes that you just think, you know what? I don't need that because for what? Like it's not like you're desperate. If you're an ugly guy and you're desperate, maybe I might let it go. Like I might let it slide for the moment. But if you're average to good looking guy or good looking girl, I'm sure there's better people in your DMs hitting your line like that. So for me personally, it's never gonna sit well with me if my friend try to hold out on my ex, because I'm just gonna feel like them two been fucking, been talking, or it's always been a thing where they were trying to get to. That's what I would feel like. I wouldn't be comfortable in that situation if we're all together. So that wouldn't fly for me, but maybe some people flow different and they wouldn't mind it. But it's up in the air. But I would just feel like if you're gonna be putting your exes in the picture, or you're gonna be holding that friends' exes and that, at least for me, just bring it to the table, let them know what it is, and say, boom, this is what it is. How do you feel about it? And then you can go from there. But for me personally, it's a no-fly zone. But like I said, everyone's different, so I'm not gonna judge. But for me, I would just allow it and find a girl that is not in that immediate circle, because for me, it's got too many potential problems that it's going to create. Especially if you dated it for like a year, 2 years, or 3 years. I don't know. Like it's maybe it's dependent on time frame. But for me personally, I would allow it. But for you, bro, or a girl out there that's thinking about that, you might have a different agenda. So yeah, I guess it's down to the person. But for me, I would just allow it if I'm honest.